at 12:30 leave. That's what he say. He say leave at 12:30. I'm like, why? You know what I'm saying? He's just like, bro, just trust me, just leave at 12:30. So you know me, I'm curious and I'm hard-headed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I just want to know why he said that. Like, I could have got killed in there because they could have sacrificed my dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? Had me up there fucked up, but I had to know.
So what happened? Tell us.
All right, so like 12:45, these little
What is your name? Where are you from? And what is it that you do exactly?
My name Emac Money, Big Leader Lit God. You know what I'm saying? I rap. I don't like saying I just rap, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody say they rap, especially nowadays, everybody rap. So like when I introduce myself to people, I'll be like, you know, I file taxes for this shit, you know what I'm saying? but I make a certain type of music that people saying, you know, I started doing, it's called dark trap. I liked it. I took it and ran with it. Really, like people that just fans off online started saying it to me. Oh, this dark trap, this dark trap. I looked into it a little bit, and it wasn't really something that was like real out into the open. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, this might be something I can do. And then you know things started coming together, and people like started like feeling like it was a genre. You know what I'm saying? So if it could be a genre, then it could be, because like I think like what they had as dark trap before that was like real emo stuff, like screamo type shit.
Okay. How did you get your name Emac Money? Does it mean anything?
Actually, I got my name playing basketball in high school. Like, we was at practice one day and I scored like 15 points in the scrimmage. And somebody said at that point when I was there, it was when Tracy McGrady was real big playing basketball. They called him T-Mac. Right. So this one dude just say, oh, Emac related to T-Mac. And it just Emac stuck with me through high school, through the basketball and shit like that. And then like when I started rapping, I was like, man, I need to figure out a name. And I came up with all these names and shit. And then one of my dogs was like, why don't you just leave it Emac? And I was like, yeah, that's about right. So I did that.
The money to it.
Well, the money to it happened because after I started getting a little motion, niggas trying to like piggyback on my shit and like I found like 5 million Emacs online. I'm like, what the fuck? So I was like, I had to try to put something out there, and I was just trying to get my business right on the music too, so I went ahead with Emac Money, and because I really didn't want to do the money thing, because you know what I'm saying, it's like everybody cash money, dollars, some bullshit. But like it just I guess it flows. It's all right.
Okay. So you call yourself the King of Dark Trap, aka the Lit God. What does that mean exactly?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, right? It's the opposite. Lit God of Dark Trap. Nah, I mean like what I would consider the dark trap. See, like at first it was just they were saying dark trap. I didn't really like get it. I got like dark beats, and that was something I subconsciously did. I didn't really like try to do that. It's just like the beats that I was just going after. And I met my producer that was producing for me at the time a lot of stuff, 2 Pro. He actually helped me a lot in molding that sound. You know what I'm saying? Like he was coming with a lot of stuff that was right up that alley. And I was dropping some records. I dropped a record called My Time, and it wound up doing still my most streamed track on Spotify right now. That was March of last year. Then everything happened kind of fast. Now that I think about it, like it seemed like a while, but it was really just a year. I dropped that song. I dropped a song called Trap on Fire. It was all produced by the same guy. So I feel like that helped mold it into what it was. And when I'll say like dark trap, I'll say like it's like a dark beat, but with more street lyrics, like not like the emo type stuff that like ICP and old Ghost Main and Puya be doing and stuff like that.
Okay. Being a Latino American rap artist from Florida, what are the pros and cons of it all?
Well, I mean, I think it's a good time really to be a Latino American rapper, period, because I do think the game is starving for a Spanish trap rapper. You know what I'm saying? That's authentic, you know, and I think that it lacked it so much that people knew 6ix9ine wasn't really about nothing, but they was finna hand it over to him just because there wasn't nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Now we got a couple people out there trying to make that move. You know what I'm saying? We Peso. I linked up with Peso. We got a song I ain't dropped yet. And there's more Latino people starting to break through into the industry, and it's something that I feel strongly about because I do feel like we come from the same place. You know, so it's like something that I would like to represent and bring more to the forefront.
Your latest single is Shredder. What's the inspiration behind creating that single?
It's crazy, like I dropped that song now, and you know, there's a Ninja Turtle movie about to come out that Ice Cube is executive producing, which is wild because I got a homeboy DJ 007 from Memphis. He's in Houston. He say he fuck with Ice Cube heavy, so he's like, man, I'm trying to, you know, do whatever. But yeah, that'd be off glass, like, you know, it really just was a song I was writing. I got the beat. Another one of my producers I'm working with heavy right now, Gunna Rob. He got a good sound for me too. I like his sound. See, we trying to like mold this shit into like dark trap, but we going commercial with it. You know what I'm saying? So we trying to make it fun and listenable for everybody. So it's like I was writing a song and the line just came on, and you know what's crazy? Cause like when I did drop the song, I dropped the whole song. I recorded the whole song. I'm like, man, this song's gas. I like the song. It's fire. And I'm like, I don't know what to name it, cause it doesn't really like go no direction. Like there's not really like a whole direction with it. So I'm just like, damn, I don't know what to name this song. And then I just like one day I woke up and I didn't put the song out for a little while, so I didn't even have a name for it. It was just I put gas on it. And then I said, man, I should name this shit Shredder, because I only say this shit one time really in the song. And really like what people like on that song a lot is at the end when I say, if I tell you it's love, I'ma crash with you. When I'm performing, that's what everybody say the most. More than,
It
but
sticks out to them.
yeah, I just think that the Shredder thing it was easy for them to remember too, so it gives it a little something.
Okay. The production that you always choose for each single you release is always amazing. So how do you narrow down which beats you're going to use for each record that you plan on releasing?
Thank you for that. But like really, like before I used to do that, like when I had to take my what I would call my first run at rap, you know what I'm saying, before I got locked up and stuff, I would just like try to pick a beat and say this is gonna be my single, you know what I'm saying, this is gonna be the one. And I mean, I can't say really I had success with that or I didn't, but I mean, you know, of course the motion's bigger now, but like I just really record songs. Like now I got my own studio spot, you know what I'm saying? We got a studio in Haines City, me and my dog E, Space Ape Studios. We doing good there, you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing, but I just be recording. I probably got like 100 songs I ain't released right now.
I believe you.
Yeah, it's crazy. But they don't go though.
That's true. That's true. I'm going ready to go. All right, so you have a lot of songs you record in your career.
Mm-hmm.
Out of all the songs that you have recorded that's streaming now on all digital platforms, which one is your favorite and why? And you have a lot of songs.
It's hard. That's a hard question. I thought about that the other day too. I did. I thought about that question. And I can't pinpoint it.
Pick one.
But I can tell you this. I can tell you this though. Every time I think a song's gonna be the fire, the one, nobody likes it, and then the one I hate, everybody likes. Every time I be like, yo, I hate this song, and everybody likes it. Every time, dog. And it's like, but lately now I've been, you know, I've been saying I think this song's gonna do well, and it does, and I think that's something that's playing into me, you know, getting more traction, because like I'm starting to figure out like what is listenable and likable to the masses.
Right.
And you gotta adapt, you know, you gotta adapt to the times, because like a lot of people make stuff. You know, I was on YouTube the other day just looking at my numbers and shit, and then one of my videos ended and it went to just a random video, and it played Trick Daddy. Oh. Nah, nigga.
No.
Look, but I was listening to it, I'm like, damn, this shit really sound like it could be out there right now still. You know what I'm saying? Like some people make music that's like timeless. It's right? Not dated. It's not dated. Because after the Trick Daddy song played, Ludacris Cadillac Grills played Southern Hospitality. And I thought in my head, this shit sounds, you could tell this shit old.
Right.
And Trick Daddy shit older than that.
Right.
But it's crazy. Pop make timeless music too.
That's true. You have traveled all over to perform and network. Out of all the places that you have been to, which location is your favorite? Okay,
I can say this one. I know where this one. All right. I like Texas. I like California. I like places that are more like spread out, like Florida. I like New York for a little bit. I can't stay in New York too long. It's just too close together for me. People,
it's too fast.
It's like, if people just be too aggy, like they be disrespectful. Like we ain't like that down here in Florida. If you bump into somebody, we usually my bad. Even if you know we get in a shootout later, it might we gonna say my bad initially. You know what I'm saying? These things bump into you and be like, get the fuck out of the way. You gotta have me ready to snap out there. And I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, these people can't be like this. But they be rough. They're rough, man. They be moving fast. That's manic to me. I be ready to come back home.
The locals hate when you ask them questions.
What? Oh my God, cuz. Don't ask where something at, bro. They just look at you.
Yeah, they don't even answer you.
So if you had a choice to stay independent or partner up with the music label, what would be your choice?
I mean, of course, independent would have to be my choice because you're gonna make more money. But I mean, that's something that every artist I think has to look at and, you know, see what's best for them at the time.
Right.
You know, sometimes partnering up with the label is what's best for you right then, and you know, you could do like some people do and they piggyback off it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's an effective strategy to do. Like if you can get to a label and sign a short contract, not get your publishing taken away for your whole life, then it might be something that's beneficial to you because they could put you through the machine. You know what I'm saying? But see, I've been having some contracts come through now, so it's like I've been looking at them and I'm like, damn. Like, I understand that when an artist first pops, like big, that's kind of the ceiling for most of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just downhill from there. So it's like, that's when you gonna make the most of your money.
Right.
So if you are with a label at that point, there ain't no telling, like, you might be on the downslide after that. You know what I'm saying? And now you just shared the only little income that you was gonna hit for with other people. I mean, but I guess that's their job, right? Their job is to get a piece of your pie, and your job is to get as much as it as you can.
Absolutely.
But if you can do it by yourself now, and I really do think we can. We have all the tools, we have all the avenues, we have everything is right there.
Right.
We could make labels obsolete, we really could. But like, I think that a lot of ego gets involved in the music industry, like with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially with like DJs. Like I think it's hard for DJs to get along. I mean, artists too. Don't get me wrong, artists, but two artists getting along is not really that
easy.
Not that necessary either. You know what I'm saying? You could split fan base, but there's enough people that if two DJs don't get along, now they both are two DJs that go for a whole team of DJs.
Right.
Now they at odds and they can't fuck with each other because of it. So you as artists got to either go one way or the other.
Exactly.
And it's just like
picking and choosing.
Yeah, you got to be everywhere if you want to really pop.
That's true. You definitely have to be everywhere. What is something your fans don't know about you that they'll be shocked to learn today?
I ain't shit.
Okay.
You knew the answer to that one. I introduced myself as that. I told the girl the other day, I said, hey, how you doing? And she's like, what you doing? I said, oh, Emac, what do you do for a living? I said, I be rapping, but don't like me because I ain't shit. Don't be disappointed. Don't be disappointed. She laughed. She said, I ain't shit either. I said, oh, okay. I like you.
Match made in heaven.
Oh my God. She can research what you said. All right, so being a fact that you're an artist that has got emotion, you do a lot of things. Have you gotten any contracts from any labels that you want to talk about?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've gotten, a few contracts now, and most of them are uniform. Most of them are uniform. They say, you gotta do 25 songs, this amount of minutes for each recording, this amount of videos, and then a 1 country tour, 2 country tour, or whatever. Most of them are on multiple year contracts, so they want you 2 years, 3 years, whatever they want. But a lot of them be trying to like put caps on you. You know what I'm saying? The cap thing was something I didn't like in one of the contracts. It said that I could make all this money, but I had $1 million cap. So if I got all these percentages, but I got $1 million cap, what do the percentages matter?
Right.
And then it goes straight to say, it does, no matter your performance or your music in the industry, you got $1 million cap. The rest of the money be collected by X label, whoever. That was something I was like, man, that's weird, because I felt like they were just trying to trick me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, why even put these percentages on there? 70-30 for touring and 60-40 for royalties. Like, what does it matter really when you got $1 million cap and they're paying you $500,000 off the rip?
What is something else you saw in the contract that had you like, what the fuck?
Oh, hell, of course. Life insurance policies.
Life insurance
policies, yeah. When I got a contract from Empire, it said that I had to sign over for them to be able to put a $10 million life insurance policy on me. That was something that, like, you know, stuck out to me off the rip when I read it. It just like it didn't feel right to me because, and I didn't think about it, but you know, like how people be saying like, all right, let's just say they want, and all these contracts, they want you for 2 albums. So let's just say you have to sign this $10 million life insurance policy. Let's say your first album flops. They done gave you whatever they gave you up front, out in their advance, $1 million, $2 million, whatever it was. Right. Your first album flops, you don't recoup hardly any of that money.
Right.
Right then, you automatically become worth more to them dead than alive. You know what I'm saying? And then you got all these artists getting killed, dying, whatever, and everybody out there screaming that they're getting sacrificed to Illuminati. What if they're getting sacrificed to insurance policies? Because there wouldn't be nothing.
That's something to think about.
For the label to say, hey, he gonna be over here performing, blah, 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 blah. And a nigga like me who got a record, you know what I'm saying? I get killed. And all the news is gonna say is another rapper got killed that had a past of this and that and that and the other.
You're not gonna go deep into
figure
out what really happened.
And you gonna be gone, and ain't nobody gonna be worried about it. And ain't no questions gonna be asked. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like off to me that would happen. But I mean, I did read a little bit into it, and I can understand from both ends. Because I'm sure there is people out there who did get killed on their own accord, you know, or crashed out or did whatever they did, and the label did give them all this money. And now they out the money. So they trying to protect themselves. That's their argument, you know. But I mean, I'm just gonna say, like, for me, off the rip, when I heard it, it was strange to me. But when you sit down and you think about it, it's business. So you gotta take the good with the bad. You know, either you do it or you don't. You just better hope that first album starts doing some numbers. What? I said I'll be out of there.
So what is one song that's trending right now that everyone is rocking with, but you're just not feeling like that?
I don't know. I can't really say that I'm not feeling any of my songs because
not your songs.
Oh, a song out in the world.
Yes, in the world that everybody's rocking with it. You just like, I can't.
Oh man, I just too cliche. I'm gonna say.
No, you better say it.
Like the Booty Hole Brown song.
Okay.
That's what I know. That's what everybody wants. I know that's what they want. I say, people are slow, bro. I don't understand. I just don't get it. People make these type of people famous, and then they get mad at them for being famous. Like, come on, man. Like, if y'all idiots gonna buy into some shit like that, don't be mad when now she on and she up on stage screaming Booty Hole Brown and you throwing cups at her and shit.
Exactly.
You put her out there.
Exactly.
I mean, that's a lot. It's hypebeast stuff, man. Like for a little while they were putting on these you know, mentally challenged kids, autistic kids, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, and I thought that was a little bit fucked up too, kind of, because I feel like everybody just laughing at them.
Right.
Like,
right.
And there's so many motherfuckers laughing at somebody like that on a large scale that they become famous. To me, that's just like, we digressing as a people, bro. Like we got to do better than that. Mm-hmm. That's why we can't get nowhere.
So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
How bad do you want this?
Oh, man.
Sell your soul to get in the position you want to get to as an artist, or would you take your time and build that ladder, climb that ladder to get where you need to be at? Be honest.
I'll be honest. One, I honestly don't think that we are capable of selling our souls per se, because it don't belong to us. It belongs to the creator. But to answer the question, me personally, no, I'm not doing anything out of character that's gonna sacrifice my integrity. It's funny because my guy that I fuck with, one of my, he's like a consultant for me. He's got a lot of plugs into the industry and stuff. And he just, one day we were having a conversation. He just said, we out here trying to work and make it to where we ain't got to go in there and do nothing that's gonna compromise our character, like take it in the booty hole or no stuff like that. And I start saying, hey,
there's a lot of that going on.
Is that shit? So that shit's real? I'm like,
yes, of course.
But you know, you see a lot of the people that are running these labels, these companies, they be gay guys. They be gay. They be gay, Jewish, rich, weird guys. I was at a label party one time, and one of the bouncers took to me. It was in Cali. One of the bouncers took to me like I was talking to him, vibing with him the whole time. And he come to me in the middle, like at 11 o'clock, and he say, at 12:30 leave. That what he say. He say, leave at 12:30. I'm like, why? You know what I'm saying? He's just like, bro, just trust me, just leave at 12:30. So you know me, I'm curious and I'm hard-headed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I just want to know why he said that. Like, I could have got killed in there because they could have sacrificed my dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? Had me up there fucked up, but I had to know.
So what happened? Tell us.
All right, so like 12:45, these little like gay boys come in there. A bunch of gay boys come walking in like escorts.
Oh.
And
this was an industry party.
Yeah, and right then the whole vibe changed, and it's like you see these label execs looking at them like,
oh, I want you.
Right, like it's just, and it was just like it was really strange to me, you know.
You stood there.
Hell no, I left.
Oh my God.
I left then.
Child.
Then I left. I got out of there.
Can't stop, won't stop.
What? I should have listened to my dog, but I mean, it's just, you know, people, you know the saying, a smart man learns from his own mistakes, a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. That would be the best saying in the world if it could actually ever happen. But we all got to learn on our own for some reason.
Right.
Like everybody.
You was curious to see.
I mean, just not only that, like let's say selling drugs, for instance.
Right.
We all be doing that shit, and we all know the outcome, the end all be all.
Right.
It happens to everybody. You can't dodge it. But for some reason, everybody thinks they gonna be the one that dodges it. I was one of them. You know what I'm saying? I dodged it for a long, long time, but eventually that reaper came.
Right.
So just what it is.
Since we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip hop, what is your top 5 artists and why?
My top 5 artists are like my own. It's not because of talent. It's just because of my own. If my top 5 talented artists would be different than my top 5 artists for me. I gotta say, if I had to pick a top 5 that helped like mold me in my life, would be, of course, Jeezy. That Jeezy raised me. Wayne, T.I. I want to say Pac and Big, but I'm gonna just leave them both out because it's hard to go one way or the other with them. I like Big because Big made a lot more commercial stuff that was vibey. I like Pac because he was more honest and spoke the real, you know what I'm saying? But so we'll just leave them two off and just leave them in a league of their own. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll go with, I like nowadays artists, Icewear Bezel, my guy. You know what I'm saying? That's just my dude. I listen to Icewear all day long. He just be killing shit. Okay. I like his flow and shit like that. And then if I was just gonna say number 5, who could I say? I mean, I said T.I. already?
Yeah, you said
Plies.
Plies, okay.
I gotta go with Plies.
From the crib.
Yeah,
okay.
I gotta go with Plies. Plies my dude too, man. I like how Plies transition too.
Right.
I think Plies smart.
Very.
Yeah, he's a smart dude. I met Plies a couple times. I ain't know he's so little, but you know, you're little dude, you know. But he's a smart guy, man. He's one of them rappers that can adapt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Plies probably old as hell, but nobody don't ever talk about that. Nobody don't ever think about that because Plies be having fun. Plies ain't worried about nobody.
He's not.
And that's something that I be like trying to take into too. I just do my own thing and I try not to. I don't worry about what other people think. They can think what they want to. I think that is a lot of the reason why we have some of the issues out here that we have with people shooting each other, killing each other, because they so worried about what somebody else gonna say. They so worried about it to the point where they can't even fight and take a loss no more because somebody might have recorded it and they see it and now they got to retaliate and kill somebody and go do 100 years. And they go okay with it or they act like they are. But I'm gonna tell you, all them people that be tough like that, when we in the box in there, they crying.
Right.
Because you gonna cry. Because that shit, they take something from you you can't get back.
Right.
It's time.
Right, time is everything. I appreciate you coming.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
And we had a great conversation.
Always, yes.
Anytime. Let them know how they can find you on all social media platforms.
Emac money on everything. MACMONEY. I'm starting to get my SEO right. So if you put the lit guy in, you put the big lit in, it's coming up. You know, I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying? We making it happen. But we putting on for Florida, man. Florida music, where it's at. We coming. The crib back. Pop, 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 womp.
I didn't feel the womp. Do it again.
Oh, you want me to do it loud? I didn't want to just like blow the whole house
Don't
up.
blow it down, but I'm used to it. Hurry up.
All right, just do the one whole thing. However I did the end.
Yeah. Just do the womp. You know how you be.
Oh yeah, from my soul and shit. All right. Emac money, MACMONEY, big lit, the lit guy. You know we rocking with Magassia. We in this bitch making it happen. Womp.
There you go. That's what I'm used to. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, those about we talk, man.